Hey everyone, Nightwolf here with OG Gaming. Destiny 2 has been out on PC for a few weeks now, and I'm here to tell you what I think about it. How is it on PC? What are the pros and cons of playing on PC versus console? How is the game doing as a whole? Let's dive into these questions, and some issues that I'm having. The PC version of Destiny 2 is very satisfying to play. For being a game made for consoles and ported to the computer, the optimization is incredible. You really don't need a high-end computer to play this game. Of course, having a high-end rig to run it faster and at higher settings will make the game even more beautiful. Destiny 2 runs smooth and is very responsive. The biggest difference playing on computer versus console is the frame rate. Console is locked at 30 frames per second. I played Destiny like this for 3 years in the first game, and I loved every second of it. But going to PC and being able to play at a higher frame rate makes the game feel even smoother and faster. It's one of those things you don't realize you're missing out on until you see and feel the difference. Playing at 60 frames per second or higher compared to 30 on console is no comparison. If you don't already have a group you play with on console, PC is definitely the way to go. So everything is good, right? Destiny 2 is a complete success. Well, not really. At least, not yet. I'm one of those stuck with the problem of a lack of endgame. When I first got Destiny 2 on my Xbox, I played through the campaign quickly. I got up to a high power level as fast as I could. I wanted to be able to nightfall and raid as soon as possible, and wanted to get to that endgame loot grind. That's when I discovered the biggest problem with Destiny 2, the lack of an endgame grind. Sure, there are endgame activities to do. You have the Nightfall, the Raid, campaign missions to replay through Ikora, and Iron Banner and Trials of the Nine in the Crucible. You also have prestige versions, or hard versions, of the Raid and the Nightfall, along with challenge modes in the different Raid encounters. So, with so many activities to do at the end, everything has to be good. But, in my opinion, where the game goes wrong is giving out loot in those endgame activities. The Nightfall does its part. It gives you high power level loot that will continue driving you towards the power level cap. It rewards you well for the work that you put in and is satisfying to complete. The Raid, on the other hand, only does half the job well. It does drive you towards the power level cap, but unlike Destiny 1, the loot is not unique enough. The weapons are mostly just reskins, and there are no raid-specific perks on the armor. Basically, it's like any other armor set in the game, just with a different look and color. But then the Raid gives you a new shader, so you can make any other armor set the same color as the Raid set. I get that some people want to collect all of the armor and weapons this game has to offer, but I want my endgame grind to give me stats as well. I want gear that makes me stronger, or gives me unique perks that can change the way that I play. I don't want cosmetic items that I can just put on to show off to people in the tower. The other endgame activities in the game suffer from the same problem. Iron Banner had a bad system of giving out rewards. It turns out, if you just reward tokens to take back to a vendor every few matches, and don't give anybody rewards at the end of the match, it takes them out of the game. If I need to stop playing every hour or so just to go back to the tower and turn in my tokens I got to find out that I just got duplicate items, and after the entire week of playing, I'm only halfway to a full armor set, I don't have much of a desire to continue to play. I'm going to get off the game and move on to something else. Trials of the Nine step backwards from Destiny 1 also. There are no unique rewards for going flawless in Destiny 2. In the first game, if you won all of your matches of Trials of Osiris without any losses, you got unique rewards. Better versions of weapons, a different armor set. But Destiny 2 does not do this. You get the same rewards as you do if you lose half of your matches. It just goes quicker. This is a problem. This does not give hardcore players any desire to want to hop into many activities once they hit the power level cap. There's not much left to work for, unless you just want to collect every set of armor and weapon in the game, but this is not a driver for every player. The good news is, Bungie is working on this. There was a lot they learned over the years in Destiny 1. I think they're learning quickly what has and has not worked so far in Destiny 2. There has been news lately that Bungie is planning a lot of changes to the loot system, and to different endgame activities. I think this is fantastic news, and I'm hopeful that it will be effective and enough to get me back into wanting to play regularly, hopefully every day again. Until then, I will say the best thing you can do is don't be in too much of a hurry to finish. I've been playing slowly on the PC, only playing a couple days per week, enjoying the campaign, playing through adventures for more storyline. I'm in no hurry on PC to get to the endgame grind that right now does not interest me. In the first 2 weeks, I played through the campaign, got my first character to about 230 power level, and I am completely content with that. The only reason it started moving faster lately was the faction rally this week, and that went fast strictly because of the glitch that exists to get tokens quickly. I think this glitch is very telling about the community. Bungie wanted a game that was accessible to casual players, which there's no problem with, but in that process, they almost completely eliminated the grind that existed in the first game. In response, as soon as a glitch was found, the community created their own grind to satisfy them. I really hope Bungie learns from this especially. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let us know what you think about Destiny 2 and the endgame in the comments below. I want to know if you agree or disagree. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you like the content we put out, and I'll talk to you next time.